Okay, so I want to start this off with talking about my YouTube experience, because I think that I've, I don't know how to say it. I think that I've spent a long time on YouTube now, well, a decent amount of time, and I haven't talked much, I don't think, about what went into doing YouTube so consistently a couple years ago, and just how hard it was to just do YouTube to the point where it's every day, no breaks, just every day, film a video, get it out. It's exhausting. So I know that obviously haven't spent a ridiculously long time on YouTube, but I have spent probably about, let me actually check right now, I reckon it's like a solid
January.
3 years at least, to be honest. Wait, no, because I started in November 2019, so 2020, 2020. Yeah, 3 years ago I started. Well, 3 years ago I started taking YouTube seriously. So I've probably been on YouTube for about 4 years now. That's mad, but the first years of content isn't even on this channel anymore. But some of you guys might actually, know about that if you've been a long term viewer. So let me go back to probably the start of when I began taking YouTube to what in my head at the time was a whole new level. So, 1 second, I'm on my laptop right now. Okay, wait, what? Sorry, something's happening. Okay, looks like we're not going to be able to use the laptop for a bit because it's saying something went wrong. I don't know why, but I don't actually know the specific point where I started taking YouTube more seriously, like in terms of the date, but I do know kind of like the video that kind of took off for me. It was the disgusting smoothie video. Yeah, it was that video. That video done mad views. So I got help to make that video, and then after I recorded that video, obviously I had to do the editing and all of that stuff. Got that done, got that video published. It banged. I knew it was gonna do bits because I put so much effort into that video. That video in itself took about 2 days, and that wasn't even just me, that was with help of someone else. So that video was a hard video to make, but it turned out very good, and actually genuinely had a lot of fun recording that video. After that video, I planned on continuing to post them sort of videos consistently. So I posted another one. Mine took me like 2 weeks. I'm not actually sure how long it took me to make well, it didn't take me 2 weeks. I mean, there was probably about 2 weeks in between the disgusting smoothie video and the other video, the disgusting sandwich video. Probably about 2 weeks in between though. I'm not 100% sure. But that video, the second one, the disgusting sandwich one, also took a mad amount of time. But I ended up getting it done. And that video banged as well. Not as much as the first one, but it banged. But unfortunately, I didn't actually end up making them sort of quality videos consistently. So then I was thinking, what am I going to do now? Am I going to post more of them sort of videos? Or am I just going to stop? So I decided to start posting lower quality videos, but posting them a lot more consistently. I didn't know it at that time, but I ended up posting kind of like lower quality videos, but consistently every single day nearly, or maybe I would take like 1 day off, but that was very rare at the time. Ooh, my back's hurting a lot. Ooh. So obviously I started doing that, but I didn't realise how much of a the mental aspect of posting a YouTube video every day, because I didn't understand at the time how much time that would take and how exhausting it could be. So I started doing it, and I slowly learned more about YouTube. I was watching like 30 YouTube related videos about how to do better on YouTube, stuff like how to make better thumbnails, how to make better titles, how to make people stay on your videos for longer, how to get more views, stuff like that. I was probably watching about 30 of them videos a day, which is crazy. I was spending like 2 hours minimum watching them videos. At one point, it became literally all I was watching. I was barely watching any entertainment videos on YouTube, and it was purely just them YouTube educational videos. And then at the same time, I was posting a video every day as well. So my daily routine would literally be drag myself to school, come back from school. Obviously, school's 6 hours. So I would get back at like 3 p.m. No, like 3:30, because my school finished at the time, because I was in primary at the time. So I finished school at 3:15 then. Was back home, probably already started my video by like 3:30. Recorded the video. To be fair, it didn't actually take me that long to record the videos. It only took me about 20 minutes. Cyrus would occasionally be in the videos, record the video, edit it, and oftentimes it would take me until night time, like 8 p.m. to finish the video and get it uploaded. And sometimes it would take me so long, if it was a longer video, to the point where I wouldn't actually be able to get the video out on the day that I recorded it. I would have to finish out like 11 p.m. or something like that, go to bed, and then post it the next day. And obviously I'm not going to post it during school, because, well, I could, because I can schedule what time I want the video to be out. I don't have to publish it at the time that I want it to be out. I can just schedule it. But if I post it during school, obviously I knew that my audience is mainly kids. So if I post it during school, kids are going to be at school whilst my video's out, and if nobody watches it because they're all at school, and then YouTube's going to think that video's not a very good video, and obviously I don't want that to happen. So I would schedule it to be posted, I think it was exactly 3 p.m. because even though I finished at 3:15, I think most people probably finish at about 3 p.m. I think I actually finished a bit later, because the school that I went to started later in the day. So I would schedule it to be uploaded at around 3 o'clock. Sometimes if I didn't have enough time to schedule it, I would just post it when I got home, which was like 3:30. But you get what I mean, right? That was my daily routine. That was what I was doing every day. And very quickly it became exhausting, and more exhausting, and more exhausting. And the numbers, I can't lie, that was getting to my head, because how much views my video got was what my mood was based off of. So if I posted a video that got like, say like 90 views, which at the time was a good amount of views for me on my channel, I would be happy. But then if the video got like, let's say 30 views, for me at the time that was a bad amount of views. So then I'll be sad, and it became unhealthy because my mood is just so based off of YouTube, and I noticed it. And then slowly I started doing YouTube less and posting less often, because I was getting burnt out, because I was posting at a rapid rate every single day. And it was hard for me to start posting as much, because I knew that if I don't post as much, and then my videos no, my channel's not gonna do as well. So it was really a battle between, do I in my head between, do I stop posting as much and just chill out a bit more, but then get less views and get less subscribers, which at the time was a really big factor in my life? Or do I continue posting every single day and bang, but be more exhausted and not have that much time? So I remember at the time I actually decided to just carry on posting at the rapid rate that I was posting at. But eventually it got so exhausting I kind of was just forced to stop and post less. So naturally I just started posting less. And then I realised that the massive amounts of exhaustion that I had from posting every day was starting to stop a bit because I was posting less. But at the same time, it was making me sad that I wasn't getting as much views and subscribers daily. And very slowly, I just kind of stopped being interested in posting these wacky clickbait challenge videos. Because, posting challenge videos when you're 9 or 8 years old is fun, but then posting videos like that when you're 11 years old is less fun. And I started not liking the videos I was posting as much. So then I made a decision that I wanted to stop posting those cringy challenge videos as much. It's not that I don't enjoy making challenge videos, it's just that I just kind of stopped enjoying them as much, and that's why I wanted to kind of shift my focus on my channel a little bit. So I posted a video about it, saying that I was going to start posting these over exaggerated cringy challenge videos, and I was going to make my channel a bit more real, because obviously before I changed up my content, the persona and character that I was playing in those videos wasn't real. Or, well, it was real, but it was less exaggerated, if you got what I mean. So then, obviously, I stopped. I realised that as soon as I stopped being over-exaggerated and being a bit more real in my content, my channel started doing a lot less numbers. My views went down. Obviously, it's very hard for someone to consciously choose to unsubscribe to you. That's very rare. But my subscriber count kind of started staying the same. And it was a good thing because I was being a bit more real, but it also hurt that people wasn't as interested in me just being a normal human instead of, well, not, I'm still very far from normal, but being not as exaggerated in my videos. But, slowly I stopped kind of caring, because, how long can you care about a number on a screen for? Until you just go, to be honest, it's not that deep. And that's kind of what started happening. But I still enjoy posting challenge videos. It's just the over-exaggerated persona is just getting old, and that's why I decided to stop that. But that's YouTube roughly for me and my YouTube experience. Just wanted to share that because it's one of the points that I wanted to come across in this video. Anyway, wow, been gone for 14 minutes. That's mad. But next part of the video. Okay. This is finding self-improvement, the next chapter. Probably after YouTube. So after I stopped posting YouTube videos as much, I was looking for something to feel a bit more fulfilled. I didn't realise it at the time, but the reason that I was that I felt so fulfilled during doing all of those cringy, crazy YouTube videos was because it felt like I had a purpose. I didn't realise it, but that's what it was. But it was kind of like it was taking up a bit too much of my life, and it was kind of unhealthy. But then, very soon, I came across self-improvement. The way I came across self-improvement was I was looking on YouTube, and obviously what I was interested in started to change. Before, I was interested in the sort of videos I was posting, but what I enjoyed watching changed. So I started getting these self-improvement videos popping up on my YouTube feed. I don't know, it's not called a For You page actually, it's homepage. And it interested me because I was seeing these people put in self-improvement, and it was very new to me at the time. And I kind of felt like it gave me a new sense of purpose that I didn't realise at the time, because this was very, very early on. Probably when I was about 10, I started getting these videos popping up on my homepage. So I kind of started to try and implement what I saw in these videos. So I was getting influenced, I guess you could say. And so I started changing certain things. I started exercising. I started, I guess, stuff like journaling, stuff like that kind of came a bit later in my self-improvement journey. But I started exercising and just doing very, very basic stuff, but it was making a difference, and I could tell it was making a difference in my mental health, which was something I wasn't as aware of at the time, but I kind of became more aware of as it went on, and I'll get into that in a second, but you got what I mean. My physical health, because obviously I was exercising, and I think before I started exercising and started my self-improvement journey, I wasn't as physically fit. I've always been very physically fit in my life, my whole life, pretty much. But because I was spending a lot of time just sitting around and not kind of doing much physically, except for when I was recording videos, maybe I would have to do a lot of walking and stuff like that to get to the locations to record those videos in. But that was really my only exercise during that time. And obviously, any of my spare time was just either I was out or I was at school, so I didn't have much time for stuff like that when I was during my YouTube grind era, you could call it. So I started exercising and stuff like that, and realised that I was getting a lot more physically fit and physically active, which was obviously a good thing. But then I started, I guess you could say, levelling up in my self-improvement journey, and I started shifting what I was watching from, basic self-improvement stuff to more advanced self-improvement stuff. Sorry, I just accidentally turned on my laptop. And then as I started watching more advanced self-improvement stuff, I started becoming more advanced because I was kind of trying to imitate those videos. And slowly I started picking up habits like journaling. I started that at the start of this year, actually. I started eating healthier. I started, my attitude, I guess, changed a little bit. But I started slowly becoming more self-aware as I was getting more into self-improvement, and that's definitely something that I'm kind of on now, because you don't realise, like, all of your, what's it called, your flaws when you first start. Well, that was how it was for me, but it might be different for you guys, but that was how it was for me. I didn't realise that stuff at the start. I knew that it was there, but it was kind of just normal for me. And for me, that was just having bad habits, doing stuff that I knew I shouldn't be doing, whether it was at school or at home, and it was just a bad cycle. But it was kind of just normal to me. There wasn't anything else. And that stuff I still keep private because I'm so kind of disappointed in some of the things that I've done. But I know that you shouldn't let your past define you, and you should only go forward. And I guess at this point, that's my goal. Yeah. But back on to the self-improvement stuff. Obviously, I started doing more habits, and I started actually doing different kind of unique stuff. So for an example, I started reading. Now there's this weird story about reading. I've never liked reading. I've always been terrible at it. I don't even think I could read. I probably struggled to read 2 pages in year 3, which is mad. But school, for me, made reading horrible, because school makes out reading, well, that they encourage you to read, but they encourage you to read stuff that you're not interested in and force you to read certain stuff based on what level they think you're at in reading. So I was just reading stuff that was super low level, that wasn't actually making me much better at reading. Obviously, gradually over time I got better. Like, by the time I was in year 4, I made a massive improvement. I was comfortably reading very, low level stuff, but slowly I started getting better at reading, but I still never really enjoyed it, and the only time I would read was when I was at school. But then I saw all of these self-improvement creators that I was watching talking about how important reading was, and they were all reading stuff that they was actually interested in, which was really cool to me, because I never looked at reading as like genuine learning. I just looked at it as something that you was forced to do at school. So then I kind of started opening up to the idea of actually reading books, like real books. What did I say, real books? No. I mean, I started opening up to the idea of reading books, not because you're being forced to, but just because you genuinely want to learn. And that was really interesting for me. So it took me a very long time, but I've started reading probably a couple months ago now. I got past my first book. I don't know how long it took me, but it was this book from, what's his name? I'm trying to think of his name now. I forgot his name actually, but I started reading this book, and it was about leveling up, like 15 or 10 ways to level up physically and mentally. And that book, I have to say, it really helped me, and I still use some of the things that it said in that book in my day-to-day life now, even when I stopped reading the book probably about 2 months ago, if I was to go for a guess. And now I'm reading this new book, and it's about how to live in the moment, and that book's really helping me at the moment, because it's teaching me to live in the moment more, because a lot of my life I've kind of lived in the past, and obviously living life based on how my videos are doing, thinking about the future all the time. I've always thought a lot. My brain's always been very active and not enough in the moment as I guess it should have, and that's why that book's helping me so much, and I'm still reading it now. I go through like phases of like reading really consistently, and then I kind of stop reading a little bit, so I'm getting better at that. But right now I think I'm on page like 17, and it's getting more advanced. Anyway, I've been going for 25 minutes. Okay, I said 30 to 50 minutes, so probably about around the halfway point now. But now I want to talk about something different, which is mental health. As I said, as I got into my self-improvement journey, I became more aware of mental health and how important it is to not only be well physically, but well mentally. This is a hard subject, okay? I guess I know that mental health is different for everybody, and everybody goes through different struggles mentally as well as physically. The same way everyone's bodies are different, everyone's minds are different. And my mind, obviously, I've talked about, I've always thought a lot, and my brain's always been very active and not as in the moment as I should have. And at a certain point, I went through a lot of mental challenges and struggles, especially when I was very focused on YouTube. Now, I've already talked about my YouTube mental struggles, but I guess when I was about, 8 and 9, I guess, I went through probably my darkest time mentally. Now, one of the best ways the best way I reckon I could describe it is, it's like you're constantly everything's just constantly grey, you know. Doesn't matter what situation you're in. It's like your whole life just has a grey filter on it. You could be literally at the beach and you would still have a grey filter. And everything would just be grey and boring and just uninteresting, and you'd always just be in a bad mood, and you'd always just be sad. Even when you had nothing to be sad about, you could be sad about the past, you could be sad about something that's coming up, but for me it was like I was always just sad. And obviously this time was during lockdown, so that didn't help either. That I was constantly just in my house, bored, nothing to do. So I kind of just got into a habit of just sitting in my room and just watching TikTok. And there's this one specific sound on TikTok for me that is the worst sound. And even listening to it, I listened to it yesterday just because it came from my For You page. And when I tell you this song is the saddest song, bro, I genuinely mean that, and it makes me just so sad and depressed just listening to it. But during that time, it was the best time of my life. I done stuff that I'm still not proud of to this day, and just wish I never done. It's against my morals, my values, all of that sort of stuff. And honestly, it's not something that I want to talk about. It's not something that I enjoy talking about. And that's why this is a podcast, I guess you could say, that I was contemplating making, because I didn't know if I even wanted to even talk slightly about it, because even this video is slightly filtered. Even this video, I'm hiding certain parts just because I'm so ashamed and haven't got to that point where I can talk about it openly. Will I ever get to that point? I don't know, bro. I done some stuff that I am very frustrated and stuff that just makes my mind go crazy just even thinking about. But I feel very brave for even making this video, because I think this video is definitely going to make me feel a bit happier about it. But obviously, as I already talked about, I went through that during, I'd say, the lockdown kind of period, maybe even a bit later. But this was so hard to get through because I didn't really know much about it, and I was so unself-aware, not unself-aware, unaware at the time of what was happening. But I got through it. I don't actually know how I got through it. I think it was just kind of something that slowly, gradually happened, and I kind of had to fight it off a little bit at the time. But, I got through it. And then since then, I've never really been the same though, thinking about it now. I've always, since then, it's always been like a dark part of me that I discovered at that time. And although I beat it, what was specifically going on at that time, it still comes back to me every now and again. And it's honestly horrible and one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. Or one of the worst things that I've done to myself, because at the end of the day, it was me that made it happen. This wasn't for show. This was just what was in my brain, right? But then, this is something that I've already talked about a little bit on this channel. It kind of came back a little bit. It wasn't, the same thing, but it was this specific regret and these specific thoughts I was getting about this certain thing. What is that bird doing? There's this blackbird right now that's just chilling on my roof, drinking water. The hell? That's funny. But something came back, and instantly I knew what to do, but I just wasn't doing it. This time it didn't last as long, because the second time I know how to fight it more, because I'm a lot more educated on mental issues and mental health and stuff like that. This time round, let's go. But it was the regret that hurt the most, and that's been hurting the most, over the last few days. That feeling inside of me, like, why did I do that? Like, it hurts so much in my brain just to even think about right now. But what happened, and I have to accept that, and that was kind of the first stage of getting out of that unhealthy period, that I feel like I'm very, very close to fully beating at the moment. And it was that acceptance. The only reason I'm sharing it now is because A, I want to have a platform to express myself on, and B, if anyone else is going through the same stuff, I want everyone to know that it's not just them going through it, and I want to let out some kind of information on how I beat it, or guess how I'm beating it, because I'm not fully there yet, unfortunately, but I'm very, very close. Okay, that part's probably the hardest thing I'm going to have to talk about today. That was definitely, very, very hard for me to talk about that openly. But I've done it, so a round of applause for me. I'm very happy I've done that. But, okay, next part. Oh no, it's starting to rain. I knew it was going to rain today. So lucky. Okay, anyway. On a more positive note, I'm going to be talking about my daily routine. So, my daily routine, or my, weekly routine. By the way, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I watched this podcast with Tyson Fury in it the other day, the boxer, because I was interested in it and it looked quite good. So I watched it, and he was talking about his daily routine, and it was really simple. But so that kind of inspired me to talk about my daily routine on this video. So let's do it. So I don't really have like a daily routine, like something that I do every day consistently. But I guess every day I actually can't think of much that I do every single day. I eat, so I can say that, obviously. I don't actually know. I don't go to school every day because of the weekends. I guess on weekdays I obviously go to school the majority of the time. Damn. I thought I'd have a better answer for this question, I'm kind of a bit disappointed in myself that I had such a lame answer. But I try and be very productive the majority of the days. my days vary. So, for example, on Monday, I'll either rest or I'll do some sort of activity, physical activity. So it might be like a jog. I went on a jog I think it was either this week or last week, I can't remember. And then on Tuesday, I'll have a rest day. On Wednesday, I'll do dodgeball at school, after school, in a club. And then on Thursday, on Thursday I do gym at school, after school club. Friday, rest day. And then Saturday I'll do training. And then Sunday I'll have a match. But I don't have a match this weekend. Anyway, yeah, that's my rough, weekly routine, I guess you could say. Although it does change a lot, so I can't give you a solid answer for that question that I literally just gave myself. Ooh, I've been on for 36 minutes, that's crazy. But next thing I want to talk about is getting out of your comfort zone. I think it's very important that we get out of our comfort zone in life, because I feel our comfort zone a lot of the time can be where we don't see much growth. For an example, I think this year I've definitely broke my comfort zone a lot more, and I've definitely got involved in a lot more activities. For example, last year I didn't do any clubs after school, or maybe I done dodgeball, but that's it. It was literally just I think I done dodgeball last year, but it was literally just dodgeball, and that was it. But this year I've got to experience a lot more new things, such as I actually done cross country not too long ago, probably about a month or two ago now. Came 17th or 18th or 19th. Once I came 18th or 19th, I'm not sure which one it was. And then I came 17th out of I think 60 or 70 people, which was quite good. What else have I done this year? It's gonna hurt that. Okay, 38-minute mark. Cool. But I've done football, which I did do last year, but I didn't take it as seriously as I think I've done this year. I think this year I've done a lot more training and stuff like that. Stuff like gym, I didn't do that last year. Basic stuff like that boxing, I kinda done that, I guess you could say. Just different stuff that I didn't do last year that I decided to do this year. That actually took a lot of courage to do, because it's hard to get out and do new things. That's what it's called, you're getting out of your comfort zone. Also, this year, I don't know if I done it last year, but I've started taking cold showers, which has really helped me. It's helped me get more discipline and stuff like that, because forcing yourself to get in a cold shower is a really good way to get out of your comfort zone and build discipline. And also physically, just makes me feel like I have a bit more energy. It makes me feel like very refreshed, which is very good. And it's just taking cold showers and ice bath. Oh, why did I say cold showers? Ice bath mainly. I started taking a load of ice baths during the summer of this year, which was really good, bro. The recovery from taking ice baths, bro, insane. The only reason I don't take ice baths now is because it's getting to winter time. Well, it is winter time, I guess I could say. And it's starting to get too cold to have an ice bath, but best believe next summer I'm going to be taking mad ice baths. Also, it helps in other areas, just building discipline in general, because even when it's not a situation where you need to have discipline, if you just have that discipline, it will go a long way when you do need it. Yeah, that's my take on getting out of comfort zone. Next, we have... What else do I need to talk about in this video, or want to talk about? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I could really just do whatever I want for the rest of this video now. You know what we're gonna do? Wait and see. I really could just do whatever I want now. Oh yeah, my World Cup prediction for England. I think we get to the semi-finals and then lose. I'm just saying it now. That's my prediction. I think we get to the semi-finals. And who do I think's gonna win though? Oh no, I think Argentina, most likely. But we'll see. Maybe Brazil. Actually, probably not Brazil. I'm not sure. I just see Argentina winning it. That's my prediction. Also, with Sunday, I'm gonna get an it's raining now, so I should probably end it here. So, this is the one for me. I'm probably not gonna do one of these. So, if you guys haven't seen one of these, show you a lot of support. I'm down to another one of these very, very soon. I'm going 14 minutes, it's crazy, people, 10 minutes. But, peace out, have a good day. You know what? I made the decision not to end it here. I still got some stuff I want to talk about. Okay, so Raheem, you guys might know Raheem, I'm not sure, but Raheem, very key character in it's called in my YouTube journey. Helped me a lot, I have to say. And also had his own YouTube channel that I don't think he posts on anymore, but he did have one. You guys probably seen that if you've been watching the channel for probably over a year, I reckon. I don't talk to Raheem that much anymore. I don't want to talk too much without Raheem's permission, but I will talk a little bit here. The only reason that me and Raheem go, well, I don't want to say the only reason because I know there's some private stuff, but I reckon the main reason that me and Raheem don't talk that much anymore is because we're just so different, I feel like. The longer our friendship went on, the more different we became, and it's kind of funny because we started off so similar when we first became friends in, like, reception. Then we kind of slowly just drifted apart. It's raining a lot now, so I should probably finish very, very soon. But, yeah, I think that's the main thing that happened between me and Raheem. Cool, yeah. Also, it's called, let me go onto my laptop right now. I just want to find something good that I can talk about, whether it's my channel or something else. Okay, this is good. My relationships. Now, I've had my fair few relationships, whether it's been with Taylor or people that I was with before I even started YouTube. Obviously, all of them being from school. Well, not obviously. Maybe I was with someone in with a girlfriend in a different school. But, you know, I have them, so, yeah. Obviously, the main one that you guys will remember is Taylor. Or might remember, I'm not sure. I mean, Taylor's had a few appearances on the channel recently, so you might know Taylor even if you've only been watching the channel for a short amount of time. But, as you guys might know, I was with Taylor at some point. At a point. Just for the record, we're not together anymore. We haven't been together for ages. But we don't have any, like, beef or anything, so that's why she's still featured on my channel quite often now. But, Ooh, I don't want to talk too much because I keep on talking about people. I don't want someone to like say something on this video and say that like, oh, you didn't give me permission to release this video, which is why I'm not talking too much because I could go so much deeper on like the Raheem situation, but I just don't want to release too much information without Raheem's permission. But if you guys want me to, and I get Raheem's full permission, I'll happily release loads of information on that. But you guys can hear that right now. It's gonna be annoying. But my relationship with Taylor was very, very interesting. So let me just go back to me and Taylor's when we were together on YouTube, because we have some cringy videos, man. Sorry, I'm just laughing at some of my thumbnails, like you could say. Ooh, are you sure about that? Saying yes. I don't even want to read the title, to be honest. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this video was a funny video. Keon TV's girlfriend says yes to Keon for 24 hours. All in capitals, by the way, just saying. I don't want to show you guys my, background, so here's the video. Let me zoom in. No! Oh, wait, what? Oh, man, this is annoying. I messed it up and now I have to find the video all over again. This could genuinely not get any more frustrating.
January. So we started
Bro, I don't care about January. This is November. My laptop is bugging right now, bro. Don't know what's going on. It's whenever I record a video, my laptop doesn't want to work. Okay, I genuinely don't know how it's gonna work. Let me just search it up on the search bar and let's just see if it comes up. Keon. Let me type it in all caps as well, because that's how I record, how I posted the video. For 24 hours. Come on, please come up, bro. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. It's kind of like a bit of a trend at the time. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, I need the toilet. But, it's raining really bad. That's annoying. But, so I'm just going to have to give you guys a quick summary because to be honest, I need the toilet right now. But, those videos are really funny. I'll probably put some clips of it on this video, but, no bad blood. I'll talk about it in another video. Peace.